Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, fabulous first grade. Welcome back to our PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Hammock, and I'm here to help you learn all the skills you need to be excellent readers and writers. You know, it's winter right now, and it's kind of chilly, although we've had some nice warm days. And even though we don't have snow here in California, at least where we live in California, I love to read this story, Snowmen at Night by Carolyn Buehler, and her illustrator is her husband, Mark Buehler. Isn't that awesome? Have you ever wondered when you've built a snowman why it looks so droopy in the morning and what was he doing? Well, if you want to find out what snowmen do at night, you will want to look for this book at your county public library or look for it on Sora. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, now, we're back to our Sora countdown, and we're going to put the number 5 school on our list. So let's see who it is. Are you ready? Here we go. Mayfair Elementary. Way to go, Mayfair. Good job. I think this is the first time you've made it to our list. That is awesome. I want to tell you that I got the nicest letter from my friend Olivia. She wrote me a letter telling me all about herself, and do you know her favorite color is red? Isn't that a pretty color? So Olivia, thank you so much for writing to me. I loved reading your letter, and I put in the mail for you one of our fun activity books. If you'd like a free activity book, will you please send me a letter, tell me something about what you're learning or just anything you want me to know, and send it to the address right at the bottom of your screen. You can even send an email. Just make sure that you give me your address so I can send you one of these free activity books in the mail, okay? Great, I look forward to hearing from you. All right, my friends, it's time for us to train our ears for sound. Are you ready? We're going to play a familiar game. That means one that we've played before. This one is a rhyming game. In first grade, we have to learn to identify rhyme, but we also have to generate rhyme or make a rhyme. So in my game today, I'm going to warm you up with rhyming. Listen to these 2 words. Same, tame. Did you hear it? Same, tame, they both say aim. Remember, rhyming words have the same ending sound. Can you think of a word that rhymes with same and tame? Okay, we need the aim sound. Fame. Good job. All right, that's it. That's how our game is going to go. I'm going to give you a list of 3 words. You're going to tell me which 2 rhyme, and then try to think of another one that rhymes with them. Are you ready to try it? Great. Here we go. Pale, tail, game. Listen again. Pale, tail, game. Did you get it? That's right. Pale, tail, they both say ale. Great job. Can you think of a rhyming word that goes with pale and tail? Oh, I heard someone shout it out. Sail. Great job. All right, let's do one more. Weigh, wag, stay. Did you hear the 2 rhyming words? Weigh, stay. They both say a. Great job. Weigh and stay have the a sound at the end. Can you think of another word that would go with that list? Day. Excellent. Great job. Your brain is warmed up and ready to go. All right, so now we're going to practice a little bit of fluency. These are sounds that we've already spent some time on, but we just want to make sure that we've got them locked in so that when we are sounding out words, we don't have to stop and think about it. All right, so I'm going to put these here for a minute, and let's do some digraphs. Are you ready? CH says ch. TCH says ch. WH says hua. PH says f. TH says f. SH says shh. Good job. All right, then I want to review some of these. Do you remember what this spelling pattern was? I consonant E says, yeah, that's right, I. O consonant E says O. E consonant E says E. U consonant E says U. And remember, sometimes it says an oo sound. And then A consonant E says A. Now, this one is the one I'm going to want you to remember, because today we are going to learn some other ways to spell the long A sound. So let's take a look at our pocket chart and see what we have today. I'm going to set this right here because we've already worked on that spelling pattern. All right, here we have our train card, and that is the card for the long A sound. Train. Did you hear it? All right, we have learned the A consonant E pattern. But today and all this week, we're going to concentrate on the A that says A, the AI that says A, and AY also says A. There are a lot of ways to make the long A sound. So let's practice saying them together so that we can start to think about that. A says A. AI says A. AY says A. Good job. Now, I want to show you some words so you can see how that spelling pattern was used to build words. Here is the word. Here's A says A, like in apron. Here's AI says A, as in male. M-A-L, male. And here's AY says A, as in day. What did you notice about the AI? Where is it in our word? Right, it's right in the middle. And the AY is at the end. And if you look at our sound spelling card, you can see that the AI has a little line after it. That means there's going to be some other letters after it. And the AY has a line in front of it. That means it's going to be at the end of a word. So when you're writing, if you hear the A sound at the end, you're going to remember to use AY. And when you hear that A sound in the middle, then you have some other choices to make. It might be an A, an AI, or an A consonant E. And we're going to get experts at that today, all this week. All right, let's do a little reading. We're going to say some sounds and blend them together with some long A words. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Our first word. What does S say? S. Good. And AI says A. So we have S, A, O. Let's put it together. Sail. Sail. Great job. Let's look at this word over here. What does the H say? Do you remember? That's right. And then we have AY says A. A. Hey. Great job. All right, now I think it's important for us to build a couple of words to get some really good practice so that you can really start locking in that AI sound. Let's write the word, or spell the word, aim. Aim. Do you hear the A? Right, and then what do we hear at the end? That's an M at the end. Aim. Good job. What if I change hey and I want it to say gray? Gray. What do you hear at the beginning? Gr. Right, that's one of our consonant blends. And there is the color gray. Gray. You did that very well. Let's take a look at some words with long A that we can read together. Are you ready? Okay, let's go here. Say, day, way, wait, tail, ale, male, ain, pain. And how about this one? Ain't. Ooh, look at that NT. Don't forget those ending blends. Paint. Very nice. Great job reading and working on the long A sound. Now we're going to work on our high frequency words for this week. All right, we have 6 words, and we are going to work on all of them today and read, spell, and identify. So here we go. Let's go here first. This word says 8. E-I-G-H-T, 8. And that is for the number 8. Then we have the word about. A-B-O-U-T, about. Then we have carry, C-A-R-R-Y, carry. And give, G-I-V-E, give. Then we have animal, A-N-I-M-A-L, animal. And we have hour, O-U-R, hour. All right, let's see if we can find them in our high frequency word sentences. Are you ready? All right, I'm going to read the sentence. I want you using your great detective eyes to see which one of our high frequency words is in the sentence. We wait for our bus at the bus stop. Do you see one of these words here? Yes, good job. Hour, O-U-R. Will Mom give us a ride to school? Which one do you see there? Oh, I see it too. Give. Very nice. G-I-V-E, give. 8 chicks hatched from 8 eggs. Do you see it? Right, the number 8. E-I-G-H-T. We use a pail to carry the shells. Do you see it? That's right, carry. C-A-R-R-Y. A mule is an animal. Ah, good job. I heard you saying it before I even got there. And I read a story about a monkey. About. We're going to work on these words all week long. So when you come to our classroom, bring something to write with so you can practice writing them down. Because remember, we need to be excellent readers and writers. The best way to get those words locked in is to write them down when we're spelling them out loud. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I hope you'll write me a letter. Use some of our high frequency words. Will you sing with me? Goodbye now, the clock says we're done. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, see you tomorrow.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.